Hey, community, here's what's brewing today.
Drag Race 15.
Angela Bassett and the Golden Globes.
And aunties, do you give a damn? So get your cups ready for Minority Report. Hey, welcome to Minority Report. It's Auntie Carell.
And Auntie Dwan.
And I'm Auntie Jarrell.
Hey, it's been a minute.
Yes, it really
Call
has.
her Auntie Kool-Aid because that hair honey is on fire.
I know that's right. She said she come with the new hair color. I know that's right.
She said they might not call me Redbone before, but they gonna call me Red after.
Honestly, I can't even tell y'all why I did it. I was just bored. Let me tell y'all, this is why y'all can't leave me for a month. Because she go and make decisions like this.
She said, I'm just gonna dye my hair.
Like, I literally was just like, I'm just gonna go to the beauty supply store and see what color I like. And sure enough, that's how it happened. But I found out that I have red tones underneath my dark hair.
Yeah.
So it's when it stripped the black off my hair, there was so much red underneath that it looks redder than it actually supposed to be, because it's actually supposed to be like a caramel brown.
Oh,
Okay.
See, that's that Dewan DNA coming through.
But you know, it skips
I don't know
generations.
that I can play. I don't know
Right.
if you can put that on me.
Right.
But it's funny because my oldest nephew and my oldest niece, they both have red hair, like natural red hair this color.
Yeah.
So when I went back home and my nephew saw my hair, he was like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
Uncle!" And I was like, "See,
You know.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you."
That's too funny. So, community, if you're not watching this, you might want to watch this on YouTube. She done got that fresh hair color. And we say it's been a while because, you know, usually in December we take the month off, so we record ahead of time. So even though you guys got new episodes,
Yeah,
we were resting up, you know, celebrating the holidays and the break and all that stuff, and New Year's and all that good stuff. How was break? How was the holiday season?
I mean, so much happened for me during our break. Like,
you might as well kick it off because she said new hair, new year, new hair. Who this?
Girl. I mean, besides the holidays, like also we celebrated 6 years, Fizz and I as well too. And I went back home to Minneapolis for 5 days, spent New Year's with the girls, with my Judies back home in Minneapolis. Had my ass out till like 5 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh, she thought she thought she wasn't turning 35.
I was still 34. I said, let me get one more push in, one more good push in before it's all downhill. But no, it was good. I was there with the kids. So when you're, you know, spending 24/7 with kids, and then the other time you are literally drinking, you're out till 4 o'clock in the morning, there's no rest. There is like no peace.
Mm-hmm.
So like I flew back actually on my birthday, because people were back home like, so what we doing for your birthday? What we do? I was like, bye, I'm out.
Deuces, right.
I'm out. I need to give myself some peace. So I literally flew on my birthday back to Seattle.
How long of a flight is that?
So it was 3 hours,
Okay.
3.5 hours, 3 hours ish.
Okay.
But Terminal 2 at the Minneapolis airport, y'all need to get y'all shit together. Okay.
The whole airline industry need to get their shit together.
Let me tell you.
I was good. I was like Delta.
First of all, so there was no I had no issues with my flight itself. My issues were with the airport. Okay.
The personnel.
Let me tell you, first of all, they didn't have like clear. So if you didn't have pre-check, you know, TSA pre-check, you were not going through. You had to be back in the common floor. I played my clear, and I got clear because Dewan put me on clear.
Yeah.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Let me tell you, I paid my clear membership. I played my clear membership back in November. So that way I would be good for the next year. I knew I was going to be flying home during the holidays. Yeah. So I wanted to make sure that I had my shit in time. Left Seattle with clear just fine. Just Minneapolis Terminal 2 ain't got it. So they had me in line with the common folk that went all the way to the fucking parking lot. All the way to the parking lot.
And that's a mess because not only do you have to wait in line, you got to take your shoes off. You
Honey,
take your belt off. You
off. Right.
Pull your bra off. You take your eyelashes out.
You over here like...
they want you stripped the fuck down.
They do.
Now look here, it was crazy. The one thing that we didn't have to do was take our shoes off.
Okay.
That was the only thing. But other than that, it was That's normal.
See, that would like make my heart like go crazy because I'm sure like you thinking you're gonna use Clear or TSA or whatever, so you might not get there quite as early as needed, and then to see that line, I'd be like, oh no, that would give me anxiety.
Now it only took me 40 minutes to get through.
Okay.
40 minutes is a
But
lot.
still,
With Clear,
thank
you gotta show up at 40 minutes. You through the line in 3. You are through the line in 3. And so you got plenty of time to luxuriate before your airplane leaves.
Have you seen Delta's new thing where you opt in to have your face recognized? I did that for the first time over the holidays, where it's just another step, honestly. Well, another way for them to track you too, but another quicker, I guess a little quicker because you don't have to take out your ID now. You literally just walk up to the TSA person, it scans your face, and you keep going through. And like you said, you ain't got to take out your ID. You ain't got to do none of that shit now. So it's just like if you stacked out on top of Clear and TSA and all that shit, it's like bitch.
That's good.
But I'd be curious to see how many airlines take that route because of how AI is going right now, and especially we'll talk about this later about those photos and it's taking pictures of your face and shit like that. How much of a security risk that can be depending on how much of your facial features you give away in just random apps when you take photos.
Well, bitch, they got my Google photos, my
wondered,
Apple
like,
photos, my mama
I
photo
wondered what
albums.
happened. I'd be looking like, what happened when you gain a little bit of weight in your face? You'd be locked out of everything. Like, I can't get in my house. I can't get in my phone.
Like, Siri, you don't know who I am? You don't know who I am, Siri?
You better make them fish lips, bitch, and just like suck it in. That's me.
It's like, damn. Yeah, like I'm glad you didn't run into issues because Corey, like, so during the whole blizzard thing, like originally he was supposed to get out Saturday. We moved his flight up to Thursday because his work was like, you know what? It's the holidays, get out of here. We know the blizzard's coming. So we moved his flight to a Thursday at 9 a.m. flight before everything was starting to get crazy. We're like, okay, we're good. Why was his flight the only one that had like a mechanical issue that day? He was there till 9 p.m. And by that time, it was already like snowing and all that shit back in like Michigan. I was like, thank you, Lord, that I was already in Michigan because I know he was irate at that airport. I was like, Lord, thank you for not letting me be in that presence.
Not at removing you, bitch. Removing obstacles. Like Duan said, removing obstacles out of your way.
Because when he gets in that zone, when he's just there, where he sees red, then I can't keep my mouth shut either. It's a wrap. But like that's all during that and then like that was that day, and then next thing you know, all that Southwest stuff was like creating havoc across the country.
Yeah,
so I was like, man, but like Dewan said, I flew Delta, so
I had a friend that she was there already in Minneapolis for like 10 days. She was supposed to fly out that Monday. That snowstorm came. Southwest canceled all those flights. They put her on the flight for today, or for yesterday, January 3rd. Because of the blizzard and the snow that they just got in Minneapolis, another like not 10 inches of snow, cancel some more flights. So now she's not leaving until what's Saturday? The 7th?
Damn.
Girl, she's been there for damn near a month at this point.
I'm like, get me out of here. Get me out. I read an article where there was this lady.
I would be renting a car. Like, no, I'm not dealing with this. You gotta go.
Look, we got the steering wheel like this. We gonna get there, bitch.
We gonna get. I'm going faster than the flight.
Which ain't going nowhere. So
that's a word.
What a lie,
honey. I read this article.
If it takes me a day to get there, or 3 days to wait for a flight that may get me there.
Let me get on in this car. Come on, Hertz.
Wait, Amtrak?
Honey, something. I read this article where this lady missed her wedding. She had a destination wedding because of all the Southwest thing, and she's out like $70K because the hotel resort and everything isn't working with her as much to like reschedule it, and like all her guests and things like were down there. The groom was down there. It was like her and her kids couldn't get on the flight, and by that point, all the airlines and shit was just so crazy that they couldn't find like another option. They were trying to fly through like Cancun and drive down to like Belize and all this shit. And they couldn't make it work, so she missed her own wedding. And I was like, damn.
There was a guy that missed.
You better had a Zoom wedding. They better.
There's a guy that
hold an iPad right there, be like, I do, bitch. Like,
there was a guy that needed a life-saving either liver or heart transplant, and he was flying to the destination, and he was not able to get there because of all of this stuff that was going on, missed the opportunity because
To
those
get
have
that.
an expiration,
Right.
date.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Damn.
So, yeah.
And how do you put an amount on that? Like, like there's no dollar amount
Get a
now.
car.
Literally
Get
life
a car.
changing. Literally
Right.
life changing.
Get a
Oh
car.
my.
Like, get in the car and start driving. Like,
Honey, I'm getting this liver today.
right. Like, you can go into debt, but you can live. Like,
A word.
like, come on now.
Wow.
This is a
So-
reminder of why I don't live in the Midwest anymore. And we got that crazy ice storm. I know y'all saw them crazy ass videos on Instagram.
You was out there doing Ty Hardin and shit.
Bitch, I sure was out there twirling and twirling, bitch. I sure was. I mean, like, people were literally like, it was bad. Like, even being in the Midwest, like Chicago, Gary, Minneapolis, like, you've seen some snow, but that level of ice was like the shit that you see when dumb white people be driving on the lakes.
Right. Yeah.
It was thick. It was slippery. It was just dumb. And all them videos were real.
That's
them
crazy.
videos
Like,
were
them cars were just
real.
taking off, too. They was just like...
I just love seeing
Bumper
all the
cars.
people like saying, I'm not even going to walk. I'm just going to slide. I'm going to sit
Honey.
my ass down and just slide down the street. They're just
Let me tell
rolling
you, one of the streets was one of the hills right by our place was so iced. I did the curling position. I went and I like slid on one knee like I was curling, bitch. And I was holding a little thing and I let it go.
I know
I
that's
sure the
right.
fuck did, bitch.
Honey,
Right on the knee.
I don't
Girl.
miss those days at all.
Right.
At all.
But
No,
that
ma'am.
blizzard and how cold it was, I was like, oh my God, I haven't felt temperatures like this in
Mhm.
so long. I have.
Made your booty hole tight, huh?
Honey. And I'd be crying the second I'd be laughing anyway. So I was like, I couldn't even walk outside and the tears were like, I was like, this is some joke. I was like, what is this?
This winter has already been horrible, and it's
Yeah.
just the beginning of January. I mean, like even like in New York, like Buffalo, all that snow they fucking got, and the amount of people that died from that.
Yeah, you heard about that black lady that died in her car?
Yes,
that's
crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Wow.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Dwayne, how was your trip back home?
It was great. This was the first time I feel like I've had like a Christmas/New Year's that was reminiscent of before COVID. Like,
I love that.
like did a lot of traveling. I hit up Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan, spent time with my grandma. We did like a downtown like Christmas tour, like walking tour and all that kind of stuff that my mom had arranged. And it was just really nice. And I ate so much, like drinking and eating for like damn near 3 weeks. I'm just like, I don't want to. I'm intermittent fasting right now, so I'm just like, this is like,
welcome to the club. How's it going for you?
It's been 3 days, so
he's like, ask me like in 3 weeks.
I mean, it's actually pretty easy for me, anyways, because I don't really eat. Generally, I don't eat breakfast. I force myself to eat breakfast if I need to, but when I'm working, I really don't eat unless I like literally sit down to say, okay, I'm gonna grab something to eat. But otherwise, I'll just keep working, and then next thing I look up and it's 4 o'clock. I say, oh, okay, I'll be making dinner in about blah blah blah. So I'm doing 6 hours. So I'm doing from 1 to 6, and that's it. And I had I took an
That's
edible.
That's why she wanted that French dinner last night. That's why she wanted it because she intermittent fasting after 2 days.
Well, look, so I went to this French place. We were supposed to record. Last night, and I had made dinner plans or whatever. So, long story short, though, I was working so hard, like second day back in the office, or first day, second day back in the office. I don't know what day today is. And it was literally about 4:30. And I realized I hadn't even had anything to eat today. And so I'm just like, you know what? I might as well just wait for dinner. And then I was excited because I was going to this restaurant that I've been wanting to go to for so long. And this place called Balthazar's in Soho. And I know a lot of people that went there, loved the place. Horrible. Horrible experience. I was so mad. I was like, it wasn't that the food itself was horrible, but the experience wasn't what I heard romanticized in my own head about like what this place has been around for like 20 years. If you are trying to get a seat for a table of 4, you have to book 3 months out. So, like it was a real treat. I'm just like, I have been living in New York for like damn near over 5 years, and I've never been here, and lost out on 2 years because of COVID. So I was like, I'm so excited to go down here, and it was just regular.
You want to tell the community what you tell me before we start recording?
Oh, girl, no!
I didn't hear it. So I need to know. I didn't hear it, so I want to know.
Because I was telling him how like I have a cold right now, so I was just like, I'm not feeling that well, blah blah blah. He's like, well, girl,
I got the squirts.
So went to the French restaurant, got the squirts.
And it's horrible too because it's all over. So apparently it was a one-day thing. I apparently got it out of my system, but literally got home and stomach wasn't feeling, like it should. So go over to the bathroom, nothing. So I'm like, get off this thing, go back to watching my shows or whatever. And then soon as I got back into the living room and sat down, the body said, "Oh, I'm ready now." So go on back and just waterworks. And I was up until like maybe I want to say like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. Because I kept having to go back to I'm like, you ain't done yet. No. Damn, these 22 feet of intestines, y'all need to quit it.
So your experience literally was boo-boo.
Boo-boo. It was boo-boo.
Literally boo-boo.
It was the squirt.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your holiday at least.
Yeah, I do got one more question though for Dewan though. Because this is the question for me in the community. Because we saw that you posted on Instagram story that y'all played a game of Monopoly. We saw the beginning, but we didn't see the end. So we want to know.
That's a word.
Because Adam done told us them games be getting heated.
And how was your cussing ass niece?
This was okay. So 2 parts to that. The first part, the niece part. My niece is 10, and this was the first Christmas where it wasn't like, sweet little like, like angelic, like niece, nephew, da da da. It was, she's a preteen and she don't want nothing to do with me or anybody else. She just wants to be on her phone with her friends.
Yeah.
And I respect that, but I was just like,
it's like, damn. Yeah, right.
Damn, she was cussing up a storm in Thanksgiving, and now she don't want to do nothing to do with anybody. So
grown now.
She's like, yeah. So yeah, she's fine. she's fine. And then Monopoly was actually pretty cool. We didn't have any blowouts, thankfully.
Okay.
My nephew, who was the perpetrator of the blowout the last time, was not in attendance, and so and.
Your nephew niece gonna be like, Uncle, why are you going to keep my name out of your mouth?
Keep my motherfucking name out your
mouth. My mom, we asked my mom to play. So it was me, my sister, and my sister's boyfriend, and my brother. And my mom was just like circling. And before we even started, we were like, Mom, do you want to play? She's like, no, I don't want to play. And as soon as we get to going, here she is co-signing on everybody's move. Like, so at a certain point, we, like you go around a couple of times and then you do like you start doing the deals. You start buying up property, and then once most of the property's bought up, then you start doing the dealing. Like, I'll trade you this for this and da 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 da. And she was all in the mix. Like, sis, get out of this. She was counting everybody's money and then telling everyone else like what they should and shouldn't be doing. But sis, you just really want to play. You want to play so bad, but don't want to be bothered, but you really want to be bothered. And finally, I just said, Mom, you don't even realize what my strategy is. I'm a disruptor. The only reason I play is to get as much shit as I can, hold on to it for as long as I can to make everybody else frustrated because I'm not selling a goddamn thing. No matter how much you give it, no matter how much you're giving me, I'm not selling anything. And then eventually I'll get bored and then I'll just auction off or just give my shit away to whoever's losing. So all this advice that you doing.
So that's why your nephew was mad.
Oh no, he wasn't mad at me. He was mad at his mom.
Oh, there we go.
He was mad. He was mad because my sister said, okay, I'll give you such and such and such and such for such and such and such and such. And he said no to that. And then she said, okay, well, I'll do this. Because he was running out of cash. He had spent all his money buying up properties. But she had 2 monopolies with hotels on them. So 2 full sets of colors with hotels on them. So if you land on that shit, you paying easily $1,000. It's a wrap. So basically she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this for you. If you do this trade, then I'll give you a pass on your next 2 rounds if you land on my properties.
Right.
What he heard, because he wasn't listening, was if you land on my property the next 2 times, not the 2 rounds, but the next 2 times you land on my property, then you'll get a pass. That's not what she said. And then he got all bent out of shape because he's like, oh, you trying to scheme and trick and da-da-da. No, nigga, you need to pay attention to the words. Like, this is how the game is played. So he got upset and left. And then he was like, I'm still the baby. Y'all can't be treating me like this. Nigga, you 24. You ain't no baby. I love my nephew, but that took me out.
I love it. I love it.
So yeah, without that, there was no.
There's no blow up.
I wasn't sure. We didn't see no ending to it. So I was like,
yeah. Well, we didn't post the blow. I got videos of the blow up, but we didn't post those because
family business.
Right.
What about you, Ro?
It was good. Like I got to go home for about a week. It was my first time that I got to hang out with my baby niece.
Yeah.
So that was cool because like it kind of makes me want to boohoo because like I've kind of missed her first 2.5 years of life, you know. So she has a little personality. She mean and it's funny. Like she wanted
start cussing next year.
Honey, she might. She'll be 3 in May and she might start then.
Motherfuckers,
honey, like she'll tell us
them terrible twos is real.
Telling my mom to sit down. Like, me, no. And then she wanted, like, I got these, like, so just like anymore, we don't really give too many gifts anymore. We're like, don't spend your money. Like, we're good. But, like, we'll do, like, little stocking stuffers and stuff. And I got some candy in it, and she wanted some. And I was like, well, say please. And she was like, no. I was like, you gotta say please if you're gonna take my candy. She's like, no. I was like, well, you ain't getting my candy then. And then she was not having it. She was about to go into, like, meltdown mode. I was like, you keep saying me no. And then my brother backed me up. He's like, well, Abby, that's what you get. You got to say please. But then she just had so many other toys that she forgot. But then I had, because like by the end of the Christmas and everything like that with my immediate family, I was going to drive down to Corey's brother. So I had like got all my stuff to go pack and everything like that. And my sister had gotten candy as well. So I guess Abby went over there and stole her candy thinking it was mine.
Are you serious? Yes. What are they teaching that little girl?
I don't know. She's
up in that house.
She's cute. She's cool. And then it was just great. Like my nephew, he's in 9th grade now. Like it's another thing that just COVID kind of took away from me. And then especially just like the health issues my other niece has. That like his voice has changed now. He's tall. Like so it's just like this time warp that COVID's kind of taken away that is this year kind of hit me more than the last few years. I'm like, golly, like wow, a lot changes in the world in 2-3 years, you know, at that
What's
age.
wild is that you can tell we some old ass
honey, right?
Because like 2 years for us ain't really nothing.
No.
Like, she got a little hair color
like,
change,
I got a little weight or something, you know.
But you go back to that family,
it's life altering. So but I mean, like I get along great with my family, so it's always good to get back. And then I went down and chill with Corey's family, which was fun. And that's another thing, like his nieces and nephews are in that teenage world where like one is a freshman in college now, then the other one's a senior, and then a sophomore and a freshman. So again, it's that age range that like a year or two, they're totally different human beings. And it's so wild to see that.
Way
completely different. Yeah,
way
like you're
different.
talking to a grown up damn near now. So it's just like shit.
They have a perspective and a point of view.
Yeah. So it was good, but it was just cold. It was just too cold. I was
you know what though?
Bullshit.
One thing I'll give to Michigan. I was trying to see if there was anything else, but no, I'll just give only one thing to Michigan. Because I'm from Ohio, so
at least two things Carell came from there. Come on now. Give me that.
Look, they be on cleaning them streets. Them highways.
Seriously. 1,000%.
I mean, I was white knuckling driving from Indiana as
the
roads, like the highways, the interstate was like
Michigan be
not plowed. It was like, you know how like when there's a heavy snow and then the cars have drove like a
lane,
in between,
like a track,
right?
Like a track or something.
And you kind of have to drive in that. Even if you have four-wheel drive, you have to drive in that lane because as soon as you veer up, you'll hit a patch of ice and that.
Honey,
been there a million times. Soon as we crossed into the border from Indiana into Michigan, smooth sailing.
And much as like growing up, we're like, God, these roads are always tore up and everything. They fix the roads like every year. Yeah. I did not realize how good Michigan roads are until like now that I've lived several places where I'm
somewhere
like,
else.
Philadelphia roads and Atlanta roads, terrible, trash. Go to Michigan, I'm like, shit, I'm cruising.
Look, you be doing 90 on the highway,
smooth as hell,
ain't feeling anything, and you be the slow one. Be like grandma's like, get out the way.
A word. That is so true. I was telling my parents that, and then I was telling Corey's brother that too, because they're like, they've been in Michigan forever at this point, and I was like, y'all just don't know these Michigan roads are it. These are. It's it.
It's delightful. It is. Those roads are the Delta Airlines of all the airlines that are out there.
Good job, Michigan. You still got.
I was about to say, shout out to Michigan.
You still got a ways to go to continue to do better because, like, I did see I forgot, even though they reelected a Democratic governor, but they had a billboard when I was driving down 75 to go to Corey's Brothers that says something like, everyone that's against abortion is alive. And it was a quote from Ronald Reagan. And I was like, oh, yep, I forgot. Good old Michigan. Okay. For all these land of the free and free. We want all the people to be alive. Yep, you ain't doing nothing about no guns and everything else. So anyway, that's a whole nother convo. But speaking of how things change quickly, we were only off 4 weeks. There was a shit ton of shit that occurred in the month of December when you think things were going to slow down. So we're going to play.
There were so many moments where I wanted to be like, let's do this because there's a lot of shit that's going on.
So community, before we get there, subscribe, hit the bell button, all that good stuff. Please. 2023, a brand new year. So we got to get the numbers up again. Thank you, Booze, for 2022, but a whole new year. So we're going to call this segment because it's just going to be hot topics. We're not going to do Ask Your Aunties this episode. So we're just going to say, Auntie, did you give a damn? Okay. So the first one here. Let's see here. Did you give a damn about them passing the Marriage Equality Act?
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Absolutely.
But from what I've learned about it, though, that it doesn't necessarily truly protect marriage equality because it doesn't stop places from necessarily, especially private-owned places, from saying no. So they really should have done it that made it that any public place has to be okay with it. So there's a little bit of a loophole that can still give, the haters, a say so. So it wasn't like a final nail in the coffin. It was more of a like, we're just going to put a Band-Aid. Yeah, it felt like more like a Band-Aid on it for the time being.
Yeah.
So,
but I also feel like
some progress is still good progress, and I have to remember that.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I also feel like the Republicans have found that like the marriage thing is not the crawl. Like they are so like into this whole like don't say gay and protect their kids from drag queens who are reading at them and like all of this other ridiculous stuff that has literally absolutely nothing to do with y'all, but like they are so it's like I'm not surprised that this got to the level of being passed. And quite frankly, like it's I 100% agree. Like every little bit of progress is good progress, but so long story short, I do give a damn, but I'm ready for the next.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I gave a damn because I was like, okay, especially like the interracial part of it too. Is like we're all in interracial relationships. I'm in an interracial marriage, so it helps protect that part of me as well. But like Jarrell said, it's more of a band-aid fix, trying to at least proactively maybe outsmart or outthink the Republicans in the Supreme Court and things like that, making it a little tougher legally to kind of make marriage illegal for the gay community. But
I also feel like this is just another kind of like placating kind of policy, or legislative move that's that doesn't go far enough. And I think that one of the biggest criticisms of the Democratic Party is that, y'all be trying to hold hands across America. Meanwhile, when you don't have the power, you be getting steamrolled. So it's like, when will you take a clue and just
especially
get
with how many Republicans
done?
voted against it? Like that's the eye-opening thing against. Like y'all still voting against it? Like why? Why?
You care that much?
Press. Republicans don't need no press. Like shit. All right. Brittney Griner got released from Russia. Did you give a damn about that story?
I didn't.
Yes, I did.
Like, we still talking about this bitch?
Oh damn!
Damn!
I mean, it's not like I have anything against her, but like,
oh damn! Well, okay.
I mean, it's not like enlighten us, Jarrell. Maybe my perspective is off.
No, I honestly, like for me, what it is just I'm glad that they can no longer use her as a political pawn, which is essentially what it was, you know. And the only reason why she's actually out is because of our voices and everyone speaking up and putting pressure on the U.S. government to actually do something. Because the truth of the fact is, I don't think if you like Russia would have done that, or it would have been as bad if they weren't going through the shit like what they are going through with Ukraine. And one way to kind of keep U.S. out of it is by taking as many people of our people as possible to use it as a tactic, So she shouldn't have been there like that. And the fact being that she also played for their fucking country's basketball team, like in their country, like you can tell that it was just bullshit, absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing that I kind of feel bad is like there were other people who U.S. Or Americans that are in Russian prisons that are also wrongfully in there as well too. Like homeboy, I forget his name. He's been in there for 2 years, since Trump was in office.
It sounds like there's some movement on that. Like I think
Yeah.
I read an article yesterday that seemed to be a little movement even on that guy for us.
Well, the truth is they were going to give 2 for 2. They were going to give 2 Russian, like prisoners in exchange for both of them. But apparently, what's his face was like, no, 1.
Putin.
Yeah, was like 1. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm glad. I just, for me, as someone who's into sports, this is kind of creating conversation for me that, American people need to realize that our freedoms here are freedoms within these borders, and we can't just leave and go to other countries and not know the laws of places that we're going. And we have to be more
diligent.
Yes, absolutely, because there are lots of places out there. If you're an American, if you're a woman, if you're Black, if you're gay, that will in a heartbeat lock your ass up, try to hang your ass, or whatever the case is, for just existing.
Yeah.
So we can't give them reasons for them to have a cause.
And that's a privilege that, like, even as much more that we need to do in this country for minority groups, that's a privilege that we actually do have in a lot of places in the world. Like you're saying, that like we kind of go over there and act a little reckless and think about, oh, I can do what I want. No ho.
No,
be locked up in these cells with Brittney. So I gave a damn, just because like anytime politically or not politically that a Black woman is able to get free, and have a voice from our voice, I'm here for. So, so yeah, I'm glad she's home and part of the LGBTQIA plus community. Welcome home, Brittney. Come on, Minority Report, and tell your story, girl. Let us know.
Yes,
let
absolutely.
us know. Let's see here. Do you give a damn that there's actually a new HIV treatment shot that's given twice a year that's getting approved by the FDA?
Yeah,
I do give a damn. I do give a damn. It makes me very happy to hear as well too.
Same here. Yeah, it's called Sunleca. Sunlenca. SUNLENCA. It's an injectable therapy to suppress HIV for patients who suffer from drug resistance to other regimens. So it's just another arsenal, another tool in the tool belt for those with HIV. So I think this is huge. And again, it just shows a lot of times people are like, what's all the money going to and all this stuff? I'm donating, I ain't seeing nothing. It takes a while to
long
develop.
time.
And so to get something like that where literally you get a shot twice a year is huge and helps with the routine of taking your medicines. They kind of make you free up a little bit more than worrying about day in, day out, making sure you're on your meds at the right time and things like that. So yeah, I definitely gave a damn about that one. Let's see here. Did y'all give a damn about that dead celebrity viral thing that was going on where people, it was around the holidays where people were like, oh my God, Taylor Swift died at the age of 33 and getting the reactions of their families?
I really didn't give a damn. In all honesty, I mean, I understood the joke of it because the truth is, I mean, when sometimes the celebrities die, like especially when you love them, like it hits hard. It hits hard. Like I still remember exactly where I was when I found out Prince died. I know exactly where I was when I found out when Michael Jackson died. I know exactly where I was when I found out that Whitney Houston died. Like when your faves leave this planet and so much of your emotional journey and life is intertwined with them and their music, it can fuck you up. It can fuck you up. So I understood the joke, but when it came to Angela Bassett's son, he picked the wrong person.
And with the black family, be like, hold up, no, you ain't about to do that, Playboy.
Yeah, the wrong person. He could have made any other person, but he had to pick another person from the Black Panther family.
Right. It was like too soon, Playboy.
Yeah, very much.
And we're going to make you apologize to the world. That's a black family move.
She did. And he was like, he just got whooped. Like, Angela better whooped his ass. And he was like, I just want to say that I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It's like, that's when your soul fucked up. You got whooped so bad, your soul fucked up.
Lord.
I did not give a damn about this at all. I did. Like you first of all, you don't play with dead people. Period.
Yeah.
You just don't play with that. And I feel like there's so much like I want to say clout chasing, but there's like so much like of these people that are trying to get likes and attention by any means necessary. And I feel like this is one of those things that was like a fringe thing that's like it's borderline. It's not borderline. It is insensitive. It's incredible. It's because what you're doing is you're trying to get some attention off of the hurtful feelings that someone might be going through because of something that you told that's absolutely not true. And it's not fun. It's not fair. It's abusive. It's abusive. Like, how is this fun? Like, oh, I only got 3 days to live. Sorry, I'm just playing.
Right.
You just don't. I'm sorry, you just don't play with no. No.
I agree. Like I wouldn't say I gave a damn because of the reasons you just said. Because I was like, that's fucked up. I was like, come on now, like this ain't funny. This is not, especially on the holidays. Like, you gonna do that shit during the holidays too?
Do it at the very least. Do it during like April Fools. At least there's a moniker.
Day. What day is that?
Don't do the indigenous people like that.
For the native tribe, so never mind. We don't do it on that day either. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it. Shut it down.
All right. Did you give a damn that Angela Bassett got nominated for a Golden Globe for Wakanda Forever?
Yeah.
Yes. 100%.
I'm still mad that she's dead.
That movie.
I'm dead. I'm mad she is dead. Damn. And And this ain't no spoiler alert because if you ain't seen it by now,
You are 2 months
it's
late.
a wrap. It's
You
a
are
wrap for
2
you.
months late.
They getting ready to put that shit on Hulu. So like, it's
coming to Disney Plus February 1st. Literally for Black History Month. It's coming to Disney Plus the day of Black History Month.
You're right.
Yeah, but she.
Honey, she did. She put her good act on to that.
She did that.
She said, "Oh, you're not gonna give me something for when I'm playing Miss Malcolm X's wife. You gonna give me something for this,
honey? A word, a word."
And but was there ever any doubt though that like given the opportunity, and I think they gave her like the script writing was phenomenal specifically for her role. Actually, for the entire movie, the script writing was really great. There are some things that I didn't really care about, of the movie. And maybe we can talk about it at a later time, but they gave her a lot to work with, and she delivered every single syllable out of every single
them biceps and them shoulders. If I get to 60s and have shoulders like Angela Bassett, I did a good life. I lived a good life.
She said, "Have I not given enough?" and then she pulled the Maury. She pulled the Maury on them. She was like, "Bring him in. Bring him in. Let's see who these people are." And they just faces all cracked.
Gooped and gagged.
That to me, I could have stopped watching the movie right then and there.
Right then and there.
Satisfied.
I whispered to Corey in the movie. I said, "She gonna get nominated. She got her good acting on this episode."
She really did. It was good. It was really good.
I was like, thank you. What's cool about the Golden Globes as well? So it's gonna be out. So today's Monday. I think the episode or Golden Globes is tomorrow on Tuesday, January 10th.
Yep.
Jared Carmichael was hosting it. So Black queer man hosting the show.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's a lot of queer representation of just even presenters. Your homeboy, actually, let's stem it to the next question. Do you give a damn that Ryan Murphy is set to receive the Carol Burnett Award?
Let me say, when you sent this list, I could see your face typing that list up, being like, "Oh, this one."
Because I didn't even know. Because I was like, okay, who's hosting the award show? And then I saw, and Ryan Murphy's getting the Carol Burnett Award, which honors someone based on their body of work and lasting impact. So I was like, I gotta ask on this one. So do you give a damn that Ryan Murphy is getting honored?
I don't give a damn, but I think it's deserved.
Okay.
And y'all know, like I'm an equitable abuser, but I also tell it like it is. And the reality of it is that for somebody, despite some of the choices that he has made with some of his productions, his body of work and what he has contributed from a content perspective, from a storytelling perspective, from a marginalized community visibility perspective, it's kudos.
Yeah.
But he's still trash.
I just finished the last season of American Horror Story.
How was it?
Okay.
It was very gay. It was gay.
Okay.
Gay.
Okay.
And made no damn sense.
No damn sense. There was a lot happening, and I was just like,
because I have seen pictures. Wasn't there some big beefy white dude that's in that show?
It's that
body.
I think I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah,
body was tanked.
Honey,
okay.
Yeah,
and he's fine too because they found him on Instagram, and he was a fine man.
Yeah.
But I haven't always liked all his work as well, but I love that he's been amplifying the queer voice with his platform.
Yeah.
He's been making sure that that's been, part of who he is, that is allowing him to accept this, this role, so I'm happy for him that he's getting it, but I don't care either.
Yeah, I don't give a damn, but I give a damn. Like, it's like, for the same reasons. Like, any queer representation that's providing voice and visibility for the community in front and behind the scenes, all the way here for it.
Yeah.
But him in particular, it could have been Lena. It could have been somebody else that I would have given a little more damn about than maybe him per se. But I mean, Brian, if you want to come on as well, come on.
Right?
That would be a very interesting conversation.
It would. Community, if you're new to the community, you just need to go to the history of this podcast and see how many times Blame Ryan Murphy comes up.
One of the things we probably need to do is we probably need to release, like, and maybe when we release our when we do our Patreon, maybe we can do a supercut of all of our Ryan Murphy.
Right. We need to start writing down every time we say Ryan Murphy.
Agreed.
We need to start putting that in the Bible and just be like, oh, it came up in episode 205. It came up.
Right. Honestly, I want to know what like, writers like Lena Waithe and, like other queer writers think of his body of work. Like that would be a very interesting conversation, especially people of color, Black, brown people of color who are in the business writing and producing and creating television. I would be very curious about their perspective of, his contributions to the cinematic voice.
Do you give a damn that Megan was right? Megan Thee Stallion was correct and Tory Lanez was found guilty.
I do. Honestly, I do. And especially with her story of just how much that she has been through. Like, I just hate that the world during that tried to come for her. And like the bodyguard going, oh, what Megan do? Oh, her friend said this. Oh, Megan, like everyone was so quick. But then when the shit was starting being released at the tape recordings and shit like that, him saying it.
Y'all got now you want to be quiet.
Right.
That part. They were so quick to bring a Black woman down over this man over here like that.
The most disrespected person on the planet is a Black woman.
It sure the fuck is. It sure the fuck is.
And even in the midst of stuff was coming out, there was like the word snitch being thrown around, these kind of like hood rules being thrown around. Like, oh damn, here's another brother that's being locked up, and nigga, he shot somebody. Whether purposefully, intentionally, directly into her foot, or drunkenly. Like at the end,
and it was
a
Black woman too. And it was a Black woman too.
Right.
So now you're talking about we putting Black men versus Black women.
Like,
and low key, they got drunk at the Kardashians. That tell you right there. Don't
stop fucking with them bitches.
Not even them, but it's just like watch who you hanging with.
Yeah.
Watch who you hanging with. If you learned anything out this whole trial, watch who you associate with, because you get caught up and caught out there. Like Khalees.
I'm going back to them. Stop fucking with them. We see what happened to Kanye.
Well, no, Kanye. Well, I don't know. Kanye is a very specific case.
Yes, but a lot of that started also happening and getting a lot worse too when Enter said person with the shapewear.
Yeah.
Who don't look like she used to look.
Oh, damn. Oh, don't do that.
Everything can't be a filter.
Jesus. But I gave a damn too. I gave a damn about this trial. Because again, just a PTSD from it. And again, that sucks. Like now her friend got all caught up there. It sounds like she got caught up in there trying to defend Tory now. Like why? And so now the world looking at you crazy because you over here damn near perjured yourself.
But also like ain't no dick in the world gonna ever make me like start fighting with my girls though. Like
people be people be on that ride and die bullshit until it bites them in the ass and then you dead.
And then you did.
And then you did. So y'all can leave that stuff alone. Like,
oh no, so and so died at the age of 32 because you was playing yourself. Right. That's the TikTok trend right there.
Literally.
And like I feel like I give like a soft damn only on the principle of it, but like quite frankly, this was not a newsworthy expose of interactions. Like this was. What in the slow news week is going on that this is the shit that we are talking about? Like, seriously? This was like
everywhere.
What was that chick? Emily Heard and Johnny
Depp.
Johnny Depp. I'm just like,
I had never even heard of Heard before.
Right.
I had
until they mentioned Dookie in the bed. That was the only thing that was worthwhile out of that whole fiasco.
Was a Dookie in the bed? I'm done with you. Welcome back.
Started off talking about shit. We gonna keep talking
about shit. Another big thing that happened, and we kind of hinted at it, was those AI pictures that were going crazy for like a good week there. Did y'all give a damn about that? Did y'all? I don't think y'all did it. I don't think I saw y'all do it.
Sure did not.
Nope.
Okay. I'm not paying $9.99.
That's what I said.
Like, come on now. You're like,
I was like, to do that?
Yeah.
Like, that's what's hot.
I wouldn't have done it even if it was free. It's it's one thing if you find something on your own, but it's a whole other thing when you're doing something because a whole bunch of other people are doing it. Because like at the end of the day, like
you don't look like that.
You don't
right. And in my mind, that would make me depressed. Being like, damn, maybe I should tuck this.
Right.
Maybe I should not eat this.
Right.
Maybe I should go walk a little bit more. Like
Right.
if anything, I would have been looking at myself being
right.
I got enough of that in life. I don't need that. I don't need that.
Ma'am.
But you know what? I will have to say this. And I feel weird, but like that app came out in 2016. It wasn't until 6 years later after the app was created that it blew up and had a trend.
Blew it up? I almost wonder who was like.
I don't know, but that's the crazy thing.
Zero.
That's the crazy thing about trends. Is like you could have a body of work that's old and somehow it has a good wave and come back be relevant again. And imagine the amount of money that man made. Yeah, but think about the amount of money that man made
off that app. 1,000%.
Yep.
Yeah, he chilling with his speed up. I know that's right. Yeah. Let's see here. What else happened? KeKe announced that she was pregnant. Did you give a damn about that?
100% gave a damn.
Yeah, same.
Yes. So happy for her. Yes. She's gonna be an incredible mom. Like, she is just like going to be the perfect person for the person that she's bringing into the world. I'm so excited for her.
Honestly, I'm with you. Like when she announced that on Saturday Night Live, I was like, honestly, I felt like I knew her, and I was like,
you felt like your cousin
I
or
was like,
something.
good for you. I was like, I'm so happy for you, girl. Congratulations.
It's like, girl, you heard KeKe pregnant?
Right?
It's like a family.
I mean, damn, she grew up right before our eyes, and it just
come on now.
And I love the fact that, like, you know, like her private life, like for as much as she be on social and be out there and in these streets and, you know, like just being out there, you don't really know much about like what's going on behind the closed doors. So to have this happen and whatnot, it was just so beautiful. Really.
But I will say though, the people knew because they were already speculating before she even got on there. So just a quick reminder. Be careful what you put out there because people be watching. Because you know, niggas, we be looking at the things in the background.
Like,
but you know, also
she showed her stomach in 6 months.
Why she just titty up all the time?
Right.
You know, let's be real. She is a real person that's in the real world. So like people are actually seeing her around in LA.
I saw her at Panera.
Right, her stomach all out or whatever. Y'all just not figuring this out.
We've been the new.
We've been the new. Oh man! Did y'all give a damn about SZA's new album?
Bitch, yes, and that album is so fucking good. Bitch, it is everything.
It's a tad long.
It is not long. It is a tad perfect. I needed that whole album. I needed that whole album. It got me my feels. But like it's also like one of those things that's been reminding me that I've also come so far. Like I'm happy with my relationship. Some of the songs are like I sing it, but I'm like I'm also singing it because I'm glad I don't have to go through that shit. Like
I didn't know how old SZA was. I was like, SZA, you 35. Why are you still going through this?
I mean, come on, AJ, number to number.
I guess
We
making songs called Kill Bill and shit. I'm
let me tell you, but fuck niggas gonna be fuck niggas at any age.
You right. That's a word.
And that's literally what this album is all about.
That's a t-shirt. Fuck niggas gonna be fuck niggas at Lebuticus 4 and 9.
Right.
You're right. What's your favorite song on the album?
God, I am torn between I like Seek and Destroy, but I like Low because it reminds me of that challenge that people were doing it.
Yeah. Ain't stressing the day.
Look, I ain't stressing. Like it literally gives me that where I just sit there and go like that. But I like Low. It's also very much my energy as well too. But I like Special. I think that's really good because she talked about, you know, I used to be special and I gave it up for a loser and now I'm just like you. You know, like that was I was like, damn, I feel that.
Yeah. Shirt still hits for me.
Same.
Even though we've been hearing it the last 2 years. I was like, when that beat come on, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love that hook. Come on. That's Dark Child, by the way. Dark Child 99 made that.
Yeah.
You know, I give a damn about it, but it was a little long. It was a little song. I was like, okay, SZA, there's only so much depression and same shit over and over again, talking about these dudes. And I think what ruined it for me is like I saw her age before the album came out, and I thought she was still like 24 or something like that. When I said she's literally like 34, I think, and I was like, girl, come on now, you still got 22 songs to talk about this shit.
but here's to the 22 songs though, like they don't make long albums anymore.
That's
like
true.
normally like they've been so much shorter than normal. So I also appreciated that she gave us more, which is not the norm right now.
That is true.
But I've been talking to my sisters about these albums, and when they tell me that like some of the stories of them dating some of these dudes out here, I'm like all these songs make sense.
And that's why them girls be going crazy for some SZA. Like they be loving them some SZA.
But even kind of circling back to the whole Megan and her friend thing, and fucking around with Tory Lanez, like both of them were fucking that man. Like it makes sense why this album exists out there, because there are dudes out there just literally just
scandalous,
scamming, scheming and scamming.
But I'm guessing by Dewan's face, he didn't give a damn about this album.
No, didn't listen to it. Barely knew it even came out.
Damn.
But the thing of it is, I'm not really like, I haven't been listening to a lot of SZA stuff the entire time. And it's and honestly, to like, it has nothing to do with like, oh, I have a thing against her. It's just I never really got into her. So it's just like,
because like if you're not in that mind frame, like
no,
it's hard to relate to it sometimes. Like I like it just because I like the musicality of it. I like how she kind of went almost like indie rock in there for a moment. So it was a lot of different genres, but it was one of those albums that I was like, okay, I can only listen to this like 2-3 times and I gotta get out because I'm not there. I'm not in that mind frame anymore. And damn, like you made me want to go kill Bill. Like shit. You know, so, but I still
him and his girl.
Her. I like how she confesses that her body ain't real because people are like, well, I want SZA body. No, SZA said I wouldn't pay for this body, hope.
Right. When she said, I used to want to be thick, now I want to be thin. I was like,
it's like, ooh, too late now because you went a little far. I still want her to play Shaka Khan though. Every time I see her, I want her to play Shaka Khan in a bio.
Oh, that would be cute.
She looks like Shaka to me.
Okay,
a few more here. Let's see here. Oh, we gotta talk about the. Did you give a damn about Rolling Stone's top 200 singers?
So I took a look at it. Actually, I was kind of doing a little bit here. I appreciate the top 10.
Yes.
And I love the top 10 was pretty much all Black folks. And it was like, and it was good. There were just a couple that I wasn't quite, I didn't understand. One, how is D'Angelo at 77?
How is Taylor Swift above Christina Aguilera? How is she on the list at all as a singer?
Who, Taylor Swift?
Yes.
Well, she was at 102.
Christina was at like 183 or something like that. 173.
141. She was 141.
Houseway. And then Anita Baker ain't on there. Celine Dion ain't on there.
Anita Baker is on there. Anita Baker was 92.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah. I wrote that down because I needed to know that when I came to the table.
That part. I didn't see her name. I was like, where is Anita?
Anita's on there. I was very disappointed that Brandy was 193.
So it already tells me who made the list.
Correct. Because SZA was 180.
Yeah.
So that's what I know. What was the criteria of
that's the thing that I was wondering. Honestly, that was the thing that I was wondering, because it's just like, is it because of their vocal ability? Is it because of the popularity of their songs? Is it because of their...
They tried to explain it in the article. Here, let me pull it back up because then it just made it even more confusing for me because they said, let's see, they said before you start scrolling and commenting, keep in mind that this is a greatest singers list, not greatest voices list. So I'm like, what? And then it says,
what does that even mean?
I don't know. Then it says talent is impressive, genius and transcendent. Sure, many of the people here were born with massive pipes, perfect pitch, and boundless range. Others have rougher, stranger, or more delicate instruments. So they keep on like saying this, and then they say like Ozzy Osbourne at 112 doesn't have what people would call a good voice, but boy does he have a great one. So I'm like, you're still confusing singer and voice even in your explanation.
Rihanna is at 68, and she's above Brandy, Jasmine Sullivan, Carrie Underwood, Christina Aguilera, Lauryn Hill, Usher, Anita Baker, Michael Jackson. I'm like, how is she greater than all of those voices?
And Celine's still out here singing "My Heart Will Go On," singing her face. They call Celine Dion part of the vocal trinity, and she ain't even on the list. She ain't even number 200.
They said because she got that issue going on. I guess it's a wrap.
I'm reading this. I'm just looking up the difference between like a vocalist and a singer, and it says a singer can sing and a vocalist can sing.
That's a black person that wrote that
one. 100%. 100%.
See, this is what I wish they did, because I gave a damn about this, because you know how I am about music. This shit pissed me off. I wish they had done. Remember back in the day, maybe like early 2000, maybe around the aughts, the 2010 or somewhere. MTV used to do like the ranking of every year of like the best hip hop rappers and things like that.
Yeah,
and they would get a panel and they would film that and they would argue their case and stuff like that. I wish Rolling Stone would have done something like that, put it on social media, just at least to see how people are arguing and to see who did this, who was on that panel. So, because I need to see, what is your credentials to make this list? Because
I agree. And if you look at the top 10, it's all over the place. So this is the top 10. So starting with 10, Al Green. Number 9 is Otis Redding. 8 is Beyonce. 7 is Stevie Wonder. 6 is Ray Charles. 5 is Mariah Carey. 4 is Billie Holiday. 3 is Sam Cooke. 2, Whitney Houston, and number 1, Aretha Franklin.
I mean, I can't be mad at number. Like, I can't be mad at the top 10 at all.
I honestly, I can't. It's literally the other numbers,
right? It's like from 11 on. It's like, oh, you spoken.
So, like, Rolling Stone writes, the criteria was based on quote originality, influence, and depth of the artist's catalog and the breadth of their musical legacy. But they left off people like Janet Jackson, Jennifer Hudson, Nat King Cole, Dionne Warwick. You know, like,
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
So Houseway.
Damn, I didn't even notice Janet wasn't even on there. That's fucked up.
So how you gonna have Rihanna at like 62 and not Janet? It's the same tone. One just got the Caribbean accent on it.
I hate you for that comment. Not the same tone. She said beige.
Beige.
No, Janet, literally, Janet's the best background singer. Like her background.
Absolutely.
And the harmonies that she does in it, no
Janet
one does
is not
better
Janet's
than Janet.
not a vocalist in the power range, but she still is she has a voice.
1000%. 1000%. So, ooh, Jesus. But speaking of that, did you give a damn about Janet's tour? Yeah, I did. So did.
Yep.
We going.
Oh, we going.
But them tickets was hard to get. Them tickets, so I'm going to Dewan, and the whole time I had Dewan's voice in my fucking head because I was like, because I agree, like I want to see Janet on the floor and everything. And so when she did the pre-sales, what was it? It was like City Card. I was like, who got a City Card anymore? So we're like, okay, we don't got a City Card, so we're gonna wait.
That was shocking because even at the minimum, they always have like at least 2 cards. They'll do like City and Chase, or Chase and like Chase and Discover, or Chase and
American Express.
And American Express. So it's usually like 2.
And they did.
They got
so we're like, wait for the fan sale. And then literally, so we get the fan sale or whatever. And I just guessed the passcode. Like they didn't even email it in time. So I'm like, okay, what's the passcode gonna be? I was like, maybe Together Again or Again or something. It ended up working. And so literally every time I was putting something in the cart, it was like, oh, a fan just snatched this off the cart. Put another, you were too slow. Another fan just snatched this off the cart. So I'm sitting there, so I'm trying to call Dewan too. And you know Dewan's phone be on silent all day.
Sure do.
Yep.
Sure do.
I'm like, I call him like, okay, do I just wait till like the general sale, or do I just get something now? And so I call Corey. And Corey, he's like, bitch, just get something. So like we got lower.
Hold on. Before this, he was like, I'm gonna go on, because we were trying to figure out the sale things, because there was a little bit of confusion between him and I about like the Amex thing. Because for a second we thought there was an Amex option, but we couldn't even figure. So long story short, I just said, because I was gonna be on calls back to back, I was like, whatever I ain't sitting in no damn nosebleed. So whatever you get, I don't care what you get, how much it costs, I'm gonna pay it. Just go ahead and get her.
So I get the lower bowl. Hold on, I gotta quote what Dewan said. Because you know Dewan be playing, you be like, damn. Let's see here, because she didn't have a tour in Philadelphia, so Corey's like,
Right.
and I've said this many times on this on the podcast, how Corey's always like Madison Square Garden, Janet Jackson, Velvet Rope, HBO Live, da 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 da,
Yep.
and he's like, that's when I did ecstasy for the first time. So he just has this moment of Madison Square Garden and Janet to the day he dies. And so when we knew it wasn't Philadelphia, he was like, oh, then Madison Square Garden, 100% we'll go with Dewan and Adam. And so the whole time I have Corey's like going through my mind, I have Dewan going through my mind. So I get it. And I'm sending him all these texts and everything. And then finally, like that night, he goes, 260s, because the cost was $267 per ticket, even on the lower bowl. He goes, are we sitting in the bleachers? And so I'm like, oh shit. Like, I was like, damn. I was like, fuck the bleachers. I was like, no. I was like, they were selling like fucking hotcakes, which I love. I'm like, I'm glad that people are still this hype about Janet.
And
because,
right after you bought them, they announced another date for for Madison Square Garden the very next day. So it's Thursday that we're going. They have another whole concert on Friday.
Yeah. So I'm like,
shit. I thought about going, but she coming on a Wednesday, and I'm not doing any more weekday concerts. I'm not doing any more weekday because I don't know my limits. So I'm just not gonna go. Okay. I can't keep telling my boss, be like, hey, I'm getting free money today. I am giving nothing. Should have stayed my ass at home. I am giving, what's the point? If I go to weekday concerts, I cannot.
But hold on. But let Beyonce be on the weekday. You gonna go?
You know damn well. And I'm taking off PTO. I'm taking off the day of and the day before.
I know that's right.
I'm not even going to go to work. Okay.
I know that's right.
So I decided not to, as much as I really wanted to go, because a lot of her tour dates are actually on the weekday.
Yeah.
There's only maybe 3 or 4 places that have a weekend show.
Yeah.
So I thought about traveling somewhere. I was thinking LA because she's going to be performing that Saturday in LA, and it's LA Pride that weekend too.
And the Hollywood Bowl. That would be
right. So I was like, damn, that would be dope. But no, I'll be in Paris, so it's a no for me.
So I give a damn about that, and I give a damn that Beyonce still ain't announced these tour dates or giving us visuals.
You know what? I'm okay if she's waiting on the tour dates to figure out a way to make sure these fucking scalpers aren't reselling these tickets because and I have to say, hey Taylor, because Taylor be listening to Taylor and Alex. We were part of a group chat to get SZA tickets, right? We found tickets, but each of the floor seat tickets were $360.
Yeah.
That's a lot for a floor seat ticket.
Yeah, for SZA.
So for SZA, right?
Yeah, for SZA.
Right. So if SZA's going $360 for a floor seat, imagine what Beyonce.
It's gonna be $1,000. Oh. Like I already have in my mind, it's probably gonna be a cool grand.
We gonna be paying them Adele tickets. It's gonna be like them Adele tickets. Yep. You know, we'll be dropping $2,400 for some tickets. Yeah. And I'm seeing her twice. So I'm going to see her somewhere in the US and I'm going to see her somewhere in another country.
Ooh, that'd be fire.
I have made up in my mind. I am treating myself this year. Okay. We bought tickets on my birthday to go to France for 15 days.
Ooh, so that's why she's learning French.
You know, that is why I'm learning French. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Yeah.
If you need a practice partner, let me know.
Yes, I will. Ooh. No, all I know is je ne sais pas, and then you say
all I know is that's what they call they incompetent. That's all I know from Home Alone. That's all I know. That's funny. Okay, so I know we're getting late here. There's a lot of stuff. Quickly, Greta versus the Andrew Tate thing, hilarious. Greta bodied Andrew Tate. I didn't even know who the fuck Andrew Tate was.
Okay, can we talk? Yeah. Can we just talk about the rumor that's going around that was the impetus for this? Have you heard about this?
Yeah.
What's the rumor?
So there is an actual group called GRETA that is a what's the
Illuminati?
No. It is a, I forget what the actual acronym is, but they're basically a group that identifies and helps to prosecute people that are doing human trafficking. So
Okay.
apparently they were looking for him and his brother. His team heard of it, heard that Greta was looking for them,
Right.
thought
And
it was Greta Thunberg. So if
So
you know,
that's why, because that's why I was
yes,
like, how did she even get
yeah,
in this?
yes.
yeah.
So
That's
he thought it was
funny.
her, and that's why
Mhm,
his random tweet was like against her. But
mhm.
really, it was about this group,
The
and it
group
bit him
called.
right up in the booty hole because then he had shot that
Yeah,
video of him smoking that
right.
goddamn cigar and getting his pizza delivered, and then Greta, the group was like,
Yeah.
"Got him,
Got you, bitch.
got him.
Mhm,
We know you in town. We know you just ordered
mhm.
from this place." The police then interpoled and called up that place, figured out where they delivered it,
Yeah.
showed up and busted him ass literally the same day.
Good.
Yeah,
So
God
he
don't
yeah.
like
came for
ugly.
some. He came for Kenya when she didn't even call for him. Like,
Girl, look,
And she still bodied him.
so
Bodied
right?
him in them tweets.
look, yeah, and I didn't even like, cause like you, correct. I didn't know much about him,
Yeah,
but
I
when
had
I was
no
started
clue
digging
who he
into
was.
him and seeing that like he was like a kickboxer who turned into like a trainer who then became
Well,
like an influencer.
He was first on Big Brother.
Oh,
Is
really?
that
He was
is
on
that where
Big
he
Brother.
first?
Yep.
And then
Oh,
he became a
Mhm.
kickboxer?
I don't know where in the midst of the kickboxing, because
Because
I'm calling it quick, but
I thought it was
it
after.
could be.
I thought Big
It
Brother
could
was
be.
after that
oh,
because also he was on Big Brother and he was removed because he also had like this like this webcam site where had been allegedly like he had allegedly like raped one woman and like
wow.
had then like allegedly like beat and hit another woman.
And he assaulted a
Um,
woman on Big Brother.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So like the producers found that out, and then that happened on Big Brother, and 5 days later he was removed.
Trapped.
Yep, he was
Wow.
removed. But according to like the articles of the ladies that had spoke, they were saying that like like the British police weren't doing anything, and it took like 4 years for it to get to this point because it went from the British police to someone else, to
Okay.
another agency that looks into
So
domestic violence
he's
and
like
rape.
he's British or
He's a British American
Yeah.
okay.
kickboxer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
still didn't
But
know
he
much
speaks with an
about
American accent.
him. Okay.
Well, he was born in DC. I think he has dual citizenship.
Okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well,
But he's
got
a
So
his
yeah,
ass,
trash. He
my
is a
bitch.
trash person.
trash man,
Trash.
trash man,
Get
Trash.
him.
trash
Good.
man. Yeah.
And then quickly, Hakeem Jeffries. He's going to be the next, for at least the Democratic side, Speaker of the House.
Hmm.
The Republican side can't even get their shit together to nominate anyone to be the speaker. So we'll see how long that drags out because it went to round 6 today and they still ain't got it.
They still said no. They
Yeah.
still
It's
said
a
no.
whole ass mess.
Yeah.
But shout out
They
to
even tried
Hakeem
to
though.
throw in a black man in there on the Republican
Yeah,
side.
from Florida.
Oh, but
Yeah.
they are scraping the bottom. They are literally throwing they're throwing darts in a black room.
Girl.
They're trying to figure out anything they can to like throw anybody into these seats that's going to make a difference.
And the dude
Hmm.
that's trying to be a speaker, he did it to himself. He's the one that kind of went to the
Yeah.
Trump side, but then didn't want to be the Trump side. And then he's trying to play both hands and then played his cards, thinking, oh, I earned this. I deserve this. Bitch, no, you don't. Sit down.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now your
Yeah.
political career gone. How about
Yeah.
that? And then there was one more that I saw. Oh, Damar Hamlin, the NFL player. That's scary. That's
Yep.
wild.
Yep.
Thoughts to you. Hang in there. Like it sounds like he's still in critical condition right now in the
Yeah.
hospital. And
Yeah.
for those that don't know, like he was playing a game against it was the Bills versus the Bengals. Made a tackle that didn't seem too unordinary
Hmm.
and stood up and then just collapsed and went into cardiac arrest. And it sounds like it's just like the blunt. There's just times where you just get so hard in the chest that
Yeah.
your body's like enough's enough. So I hope he comes out of this 100%. So thinking to you, there was a lot of deaths during the break too. The Twitch one got me.
Twitch
That
got me.
was whew, it
Yeah.
triggered
That
some
was
stuff again
Yeah.
in
and,
me that I was like,
and,
oh
Yeah.
man,
and it still does
Yeah.
to be honest. It really got me just paying attention a lot more to my peoples,
yeah,
because it's real out here when they say, sometimes the person with the biggest smile and the loudest laughter may be going through the biggest pain at the same time, and you just don't
just don't know.
know. So like y'all, it really don't cost y'all anything to just really be like, how you doing? And be like, no, I want to know how you doing, and just at least give someone space to feel comfortable to talk. Because if being Black in America has taught you what being Black on this damn planet has taught us anything, okay, is that like we don't have time to feel our feels. Yeah. And the truth of the fact is we got to make time to feel our feels, and we got to make sure that we're supporting each other's in those times, because there are so many Black folks out here who are suffering in silence because of this, because it's, again, that stigma of it is being weak if you show any type of vulnerability. And that's a Black man that so many of us saw who was like, that's a light right there, go ahead my brother, like this man is doing it. And knew nothing. Yeah.
So like if you listen to this and you're just feeling suicidal, just need people to talk to, 988 is a new suicide awareness line. So just dial that. Another one that's especially within the LGBT community is like the Trevor Project. You could call them at 866-488-7386, or you could text 678-678 to the Trevor Project. If you want to DM us, just don't feel like you're alone, and don't feel like it's going to be a burden. We'd rather take the burden on with you alive than you not being here. So so hang in there. Like that one triggered a lot of folks. Because it was just so sudden. You just see them dancing, you're like, oh, this bitch happy. It's just like life be life, and sometimes. But I mean, I don't want to end on I guess a downer note. But
can we just say Happy New Year? Because
Happy New Year,
first episode of the new year, 2023 feels like the future. Damn.
Oh, you know what? Happy birthday to my brother. Today's his actual birthday. So if I went through a whole episode,
happy birthday, Danielle.
You would have been like, "What you doing?"
And you know what? Let me go ahead and say happy birthday to my sister, because literally the day has come out as her birthday.
There we
on
go.
This day. So,
hey, sis, happy birthday.
Come on. And shout out to all the Capricorns, all my Capricorns. Let's go ahead and put that out there.
Well, since we're doing this, Adam's birthday is on the 9th. So when
that's the day this comes out.
Yep.
Happy
birthday, Adam.
All this Cap energy. Yes. That's right. Oh, and before we get out of here, actually, one last thing. Do you give a damn about that Drag Race is back?
Let me tell you. After the last season, it was so bad. Let me tell you, I have nightmares that if I see a damn chocolate bar, bitch, I'm ending the season immediately. Immediately, girl. Look, if it's Skittles, it's a wrap, bitch. If it's
not as Skittles,
I don't know what the twist is gonna be. I don't fucking want it. I don't.
But this is Drag Race regular season, not Drag Race All Star. So it wasn't going to be.
The chocolate was regular season.
The chocolate was regular season.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
and it's the most queens they've ever had. I think there's 16 queens.
16 queens. Yeah.
So we ain't got 16 weeks. Like I love Drag Race, but 16 weeks.
That tells me that they're going to be a lot of
I hope so.
Eliminations.
Or that MTV said we want like 95 episodes. We're going to order 95 episodes.
But girl, it was 16 weeks that last season. Because ain't nobody was going home.
Oh, no, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, it started the first week of January, and that shit was going until the end of March, beginning of April.
Gone till November.
I feel like the first 2 episodes are going to split the groups into groups of 8, like they've done in the past. And then they'll have 1 or 2 of them being eliminated from each set.
And then they're going to bring the girl from Michigan back.
And they might...
I
did not like that girl.
They did.
That girl.
And I was rooting for. We were rooting for you from Michigan, and you just did not do nothing.
No. What was her name?
Orion something.
Orion Star or something.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, she. Yeah. I was like, this is.
And that just makes you realize how good All Stars are. That's what this is what the regular season always does. It's like because you forget like.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna tell you though. There's some all stars that are like garbage. Like for example, the one in Canada that's going. I watched 3 episodes. Right?
Yeah. It was done.
Yeah,
I watched 3 episodes, and I'm just like, this is why I hate watching. Specifically, the Canada franchise is garbage. Is just garbage.
I feel like
I didn't even finish
the All Stars versus the World part just hasn't found its footing. Like they don't know exactly what to do with it.
I think it's a casting issue because the people that they've casted, at least from the United States,
Yeah.
The people that they've casted, and no shade, but you are not bringing the drama. You are not bringing the fashion. You are not bringing the energy. You are not entertaining to watch. It is boring. Sorry, but it is.
So because it has Silky Nutmeg Ganache, she was born.
She was
And I like
boring.
Silky. Damn.
I mean, I like her too, but damn,
I was
she's
never
rough.
a fan.
She's
I was
rough
never
to
a
watch.
fan.
She is
Like,
rough to watch. That's why I think I like it.
And I feel like, and I'm trying to check my privilege here because I'm trying to like, I have this picture of what a polished professional queen is supposed to be, and she's not that. And it has nothing to do with her size. Let's be very clear. It's nothing to do with her size, but it's about what she presents.
Yeah.
And so
she can paint. Like, she paints very
that's,
well.
no,
But I think that's
Don't
but
think
I
so.
think that's one of the cool things though about Drag Race though, and drag in general, is that there are different lanes of drag.
that
And I
part,
think that maybe she just doesn't fall in that specific lane that you may like. Because
right?
there's also like the campy comedy queen lane too, like your what's her name? Jinx Monsoons,
And like
you
your
know,
Nina
like
West and things like that.
yeah, absolutely. And then there's the ones who are like the pageant queens who know how to beat a face and have a body. And then there's like the performer girls, you know, that will show out, you know,
And she
lip
ain't none of
sync.
them. Sorry, she ain't. Show me a
She's a performer.
performance.
She's a performer.
Show me a performance where
Remember
you
All Stars, where she like fought her way back towards the end there. She was bodying bitches.
bodying bitches
Yeah, she beat out like 6 of them.
because they were all trash anyway, and it was a narrative. It was a narrative. It was a producer narrative to get for her to do that. I'm sorry, but no.
They were all trash anyway. Well, there you have it. Shit.
Tough crowd.
Right.
Damn.
Damn. Well, you ain't
I
gotta,
know what business.
twice.
I know what business I would never get in. Do I? I'm thinking about doing drag. No.
Wait, let me see it in private first.
Right.
Then I will tell you.
She gonna be a life coach for drag queens.
Right.
Let me tell you.
You are not bringing it at all. You need to find another ministry.
But you know what's interesting though? I was telling Corey this earlier tonight that because they released the first 5 minutes, so obviously by the time this episode comes out, the full episode would be out.
Yeah.
But a lot of these queens now have lived in a world where Drag Race was always here, or at least always maybe popular and things like that.
Yeah.
So a lot of times their drag is for Drag Race, not for drag anymore.
Yeah.
And so that's a whole nother dynamic for folks like us that have seen maybe drag before Drag Race. Have to maybe almost get reacquainted with what drag is, because this is drag now. Like it's going to be the pretty face, it's going to be the makeup artist and things like that. It's not going to have as much of a range, unfortunately, anymore, because they know exactly how they need to look and be for the show, not for a career of drag.
And I agree, because it's crazy. I'll see some faces and I instantly think of other drag queens. You know, like I'm just like, bitch, you just a copycat. You know, like
it's like, where's the originality? Like that's what drag used to be cool. It's just like, damn, I ain't seen that before. Or damn, you pushing the envelope there. Or damn, your makeup is, I've never seen someone paint like that. Like a Raven. When we saw Raven, no one painted like Raven. Willow, exactly. That's why I like Willow, because I was like, I have not seen that perspective before. Yeah. And it's getting harder and harder, especially when you have like 95 queens in each season. To really
originality,
that originality, exactly.
Let me get the meet the girls. I was not impressed like any of that. Ooh, I was like,
I was just like, this is. First of all, the editing was horrible. The lighting was terrible. Was. The lighting, like when they were walking out, you know, from the back or whatever, I was just like, what is we doing?
Is we finished or is we done?
This is not it at all.
You know who still look good? RuPaul. RuPaul's still bodying bitches.
That's where the money going. Honey. That's where the MTV money is
like
going.
Even with the Photoshop, all the bitches be tuning themselves in. RuPaul looks fucking sick.
MTV had to probably pay a pretty mint to get them to move from.
I don't know, because it's all Viacom, so they probably found a loophole to make them do that shit.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, they probably maybe paid a little more, but they're like,
because I feel like the move makes sense to get more viewership on MTV, because MTV has no shows that nobody's watching.
Exactly.
They still got Teen Mom. That's it. Teen Mom is the only thing keeping.
Do people watch Teen Mom?
People still watch Teen Mom.
Okay.
They're on like
I don't know. That's
people
not
still
my
watch that and like
ministry.
the Jersey. Somehow the Jersey franchise is still out there. I'm like, damn, it's still on.
Yeah,
but it was Viacom because remember they like with the logo VH1 back to VH1 to Paramount Plus back to VH1 to now MTV, all of them Viacom companies. So it sounds like Viacom is trying to figure out how they could stay afloat more so than Drag Race.
It ain't with these queens. Ooh. I mean, I guess we'll find out after the first episode, or maybe the first
3 episodes, because you know they're gonna drag.
Because I'm just like,
ask us again in a month.
And look, and look, like you getting old, and the season has been on for so long that they're gonna stop talking about drag daughters and start talking about drag granddaughters.
True.
I mean, because think about it, like this is legacy. Now, like you're talking about 15 years, 16
all
years.
These pictures are my grandsons.
Like,
it's true.
So we'll find out. We'll see. This could be the beginning of the end. But you know what I want to see? And I'm sorry, this is like totally off base. But speaking of drag queens, I would love to see a game show that is hosted by Bob and Monet.
I think that'd be fine.
I think that would be dope. That would be like so amazing to see that. Yeah. And then all them people that are like up in arms about drag queens reading to children, but have the drag queens like in their TVs like every day at 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. You can't escape.
I'm excited to see, because obviously they filmed these episodes last summer.
Yep.
So it was maybe at the beginning of maybe a lot of that drag queen stuff, but I'm really excited the next seasons, maybe the next All-Stars might even be a little too soon, but how they start reading these politicians, start reading these folks, because it's going to sneak in there somehow. And I can't wait for it, because deservedly so. It's like, y'all focus on the wrong shit, bitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, all right, community. So anyway, hopefully you're safe. And until next week, wash your hands, wash your legs, wash your ass. Bye.
Bye, y'all.